right, time for a detailed look at your forecast on this last day of winter, or if you prefer, the eve of the first day of spring. Brittany King is in from Cool FM for Astrid Brownschmidt, who I think is still trying to get the green dye out of her hair from the weekend. A big St. Patty's Day party or something.
I saw her downtown living it up.
Yeah, I saw lots of people living it up. And you've got some pictures to show us. They're still doing it today. The fountain out of the back of the rear side of the legislature.
I mean, something tells me this could have been your handiwork, Hudson. Was it? Was it you?
No, I'm not much of a prankster, but as long as it's harmless food coloring, it
looks like it.
Kind of pretty.
Yeah, those leprechauns. Hey, it definitely wasn't me. I was in bed by like 7:30 on Saturday night.
Everybody got an early start, I think.
Yeah.
Most of the parties I saw were going hard by about 2.
Well, the sun was out. It was such a beautiful day downtown into the final weekend of winter, I guess, embracing spring tomorrow. We'll take a look now at your current conditions and your live SchoolNet weather sensors, what the rest of the island is dealing with. We do have a wind warning in effect for the west-north part of the island, but here in the South Island, it's very mild. Temperatures right around 6 degrees at South Park Elementary. 0 rainfall, although more to come this evening and for the next couple days. And some light wind, although definitely will be picking up depending on whereabouts on the island you find yourself. Taking a look now at your satellite image, where we've got a developing low pressure system moving northeastward tonight and bringing with it a warm front that will move across the south coast overnight with some strong winds up to 100 kilometers an hour. This wind warning will affect the Haida Gwaii region, the central coast and West Vancouver Island as the low moves onto the north coast by tomorrow. That wind will continue in its wake. And then, of course, there's precipitation associated with the low, and that we will talk more on here in just a few minutes. Now, taking a look at this evening's forecast for the North Island and Port Hardy, rain at time mixed with snow this evening, about 10 to 15 millimeters, winds picking up to 80 kilometers an hour, down to 3 degrees overnight, lows to +1 overnight in Campbell River and the Courtenay-Comox areas. Over to the west coast of Vancouver Island, Tofino will experience 15 to 25 millimeters of rain tonight, winds gusting to over 80 kilometers an hour and staying that way into the overnight hours through till tomorrow morning, down to 3 degrees tonight, +1 overnight in Port Alberni. And down to the South Island tonight in Victoria, mostly cloudy with periods of rain beginning late tonight, winds gusting up to 60 kilometers an hour, down to 4 degrees. More of the same this evening in Sidney and Souk with showers and wind tonight. Tomorrow in the South Island, as we kick off the first full day of spring, mainly cloudy with a 60% chance of showers. We'll get to a high of 8 degrees with some strong winds, at times up to 70 kilometers an hour, and highs at 7 in the West Shore and Sidney. Again, more rain and wind on the way for tomorrow. To the Cowichan Valley, 4 degrees for Lake Cowichan tomorrow, rain and wind in Duncan, highs at 7 degrees. Maybe a glimpse of sunshine on Salt Spring Island with a high tomorrow of 7 degrees. And up towards Nanaimo, a mix of sun and cloud tomorrow. Again, a 40% chance of showers, but some wind to deal with as well, with highs right around 8 degrees. More of the same in Parksville and Qualicum, highs tomorrow at 6 degrees. And over to the west coast of Vancouver Island, showers at times heavy in Tofino, up to 20 millimeters tomorrow. Strong winds ranging from 60 to 80 kilometers an hour with a high tomorrow of 6. Over to Port Alberni, more rain or flurries, although a glimmer of sunshine with a high tomorrow of 5 degrees. Courtenay-Comox, again tomorrow, a mix of sun and cloud with a high of 8 degrees and a 40% chance of showers, windy as well. Mount Washington will sit at -6 tomorrow with a few flurries, otherwise some sunshine to look forward to, so maybe not a bad day on the mountain if you're enjoying some spring break up there. And over to the North Island, including Port Hardy, up to 15 millimeters of rain tomorrow, strong winds up to 70 kilometers an hour and a high of 5, and that's pretty consistent throughout the North Island. Sayward at 7 degrees tomorrow, 3 in Gold River with rain and snow. Taking a look at the rest of the province, -5 in Fort St. John with some flurries to deal with. Double digits in Kamloops with some sunshine to look forward to tomorrow, 10 degrees. Much the same in Kelowna and Cranbrook, a little cooler though at 6 and 3s. And your 7-day forecast for Greater Victoria looking wet here as we kick off spring. Highs right around 8 degrees. Double digits to look forward to by the weekend with a high of 12 and a mix of sun and cloud. To the Mid-Island for the next week, much the same. Highs right around 8 degrees for the next few. Again, double digits towards the weekend with a mix of sun and cloud. And Saturday will be the warmest as well for the North Island with some sunshine to look forward to and highs right around 9 degrees by the weekend. Now, finally, taking a look at your Weather Watcher photo. Today's is sent to us courtesy of 9-year-old Akari. Well done. I love this. Beautiful sunshine. We've got some puffy clouds. Some great architecture there. Well done, Akari. And of course, if you'd like to be an island weather watcher here on CTV, by all means, send us your weather photos or artwork, ctvvancouverisland.ca. Look forward to seeing it.
All right, BK, thank you. We'll see you at 6.
Thanks, Hudson.
Okay.